Here in Rome, you've tried to showcase that America is back, but back at home, your poll numbers have fallen. Your party's nominee for governor in Virginia is facing a very tougher than expected race. Your party spent months trying to negotiate the centerpiece of your domestic legislative agenda. So we're 1 year now since your election. And you have done a lot in your year in office to try to turn the page on the last administration, but we've seen how presidents can turn the page very quickly from one to the other. So why should the world, believe that when you say America's back, that really it's here to stay?
Because the way they reacted, you were here. They listened, everyone sought me out. They wanted to know what our views were, and we helped lead what happened here. It's just very simple. If you're honest, no, you are honest, that doesn't mean to imply you weren't, but that we got significant support here, significant support. The United States of America is the most critical part of this entire agenda, and we did it. And by the way, look, the polls are going to go up and down and up and down. They were high early, then they got medium, then went back up, and now they're low. Well, look, look at every other president. The same thing has happened, but that's not why I ran. I didn't run to determine how well I'm going to do in the polls. I ran to make sure that I followed through on what I said I would do as President of the United States. And I said that I would make sure that we were in a position where we dealt with climate change, where we moved in a direction that was significantly improved the prospects of American workers being able to have good jobs and good pay. And further, that I would make sure that we dealt with the crisis that was caused by COVID. We've done all of those. We continue to do them, and we'll see what happens. But I'm not running because of the polls.
Americans have lost their confidence in President Biden and their optimism for the country. At least they have right now. Just 22% of adults say we're headed in the right direction. A shocking 71% say we're on the wrong track, and that includes a near majority of Democrats who are saying that. President Biden's approval rating stands at a dismal 42% versus 54% who disapprove. Believe it or not, just 2 months ago, Mr. Biden was in positive territory, 49% approving, 48% disapproving. So what's pulling down the president's numbers? Well, look at this set of numbers. Just 37% say he has the ability right now to handle a crisis versus nearly a majority who say he does not.
The president doesn't seem all that concerned about those dismal numbers. Check it out.
The polls are going to go up and down and up and down. They were high early, then they got medium, then went back up, and now they're low. Well, look, look at every other president. The same thing has happened, but that's not why I ran. I didn't run to determine how well I'm going to do in the polls.
What's more, Republicans, believe it or not, have double-digit leads in dealing with border security, inflation, crime, national security, the economy, and shockingly, on getting things done. Democrats hold generally smaller double-digit leads on dealing with climate change, the coronavirus, education, and abortion.
The last time Democrats faced numbers like this was back in 2009, 2010, after Barack Obama got elected. And the big difference between then and now is that while obviously there were a lot of voters who didn't like Barack Obama, there were a lot of people who loved President Obama, and their love for him never waned. And the difference here is that clearly people are fleeing from Biden.